Hello everyone and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku's Showboat. I've got kittens around me today. They are on my desk and on my lap. I'm not going to disturb the sleepy kitties. They wanted to be with me after taking a little brief break between recording today. But today, this video is going to be the last one, I think, on this particular recording session. So let us queue up some research, review what we did last time, and go from there. Portable nuclear reactor? Okay. That can be made immediately? Well, sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. Lithium processing as well. So I've just moved a little bit. That's basically it. All I've done off screen is just added a second portable generator. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to my production of the fuel and pick up quite a bit more fuel to hold on to and store in my vehicle and put into the generators in my armor, my modular armor. Remember that I cannot upgrade into the power armor level 1 until I get into processing units or blue circuits. So here we go. Plenty of units of fuel. Apparently a bot built a thing. Probably gonna get that a lot as we go along. Anyway, get that clicked on. Oops. See, that is incredibly frustrating. Like, incredibly frustrating. Anyway, so what are we going to do today? Today, now that I have access to the gloriousness that is construction robots through personal Roboport, it's time to build at scale. If you've thought I've been building at scale thus far, you would be wrong. Slightly. Ever so slightly. Now I can really stretch my legs and build all of the things. All of the things. Every single one of the things can now be built and get ready to go. I'm not afraid of the anything anymore. I don't know if the bots can access the internal thingy on the car, so I'm just gonna go while I'm here and pick up a few additional things like undergrounds and splitters and just more undergrounds and more belt and just more of the everything. And off. Ah, right, I can do that too. Yes. Repair packs. Let's handcraft a few repair packs. Just in case. Just in case. Unfortunately, it doesn't say what the stack size is. Just in case I have a particularly good rock finder on this vehicle. And, yeah. And if I decide to roll through trees. Roll through the forests. Go frolicking in my vehicle. Alright. Build! Build, my minions! Build! Place the everything for me. I have no idea how much stuff this is going to consume. A lot. Let's just leave it at a lot of stuff that this is going to consume. And it might take a little bit longer, actually, for me to actually build some of this, depending on, well, recharge rate. That's like the number one thing that's going to take time is bots, when they need to recharge, will want to recharge and might not be able to. I do know that I don't need any of that. So that immediately cuts things a little bit. Yes, yes, bots, do your thing. I am out of power poles. What? Dude. I need to get power poles. I apparently have insufficient power poles. Oh noes. Oh noes. Destroy all that. That's not needed. None of that is needed. None of any of that. You're not needed. You are all not needed. You are not. You are. On these, they are. But not that one. And definitely not that one. There we go. Think that's a lot better. That frees up some resources for use in the things. Also, if you had seen the background a little bit, the green screen behind me is starting to show through. I guess it's just the time of day and it being a little bit brighter to show through a little bit, and the positioning of it being a little bit different. But yeah, sorry. I've fixed what I can fix. I have a few of these still. Yeah, this feels so much better. I am so very happy to have robots be a thing. Oh goodness. Yes. Yes. Robots, go. Go, robots. Do your thing. This is not going to be the position, though, of the trains, just so we're clear on that, and I don't need this. Almost done on the building of the doohickeys. Looks like I have a whole bunch of stuff in need of charging. Are we done? We are done. Wow. Cool. How many is that? That is 360. And if I can find this, there is a 300% mining time. Okay, that's what I needed to know in particular. So even though I have 360 on this, the mining time changes things a lot. Right. It's about time that I go ahead and go into my mod settings and switch this to something like 1,000, because I am a little bit tired of things. So by switching it to the left and setting it to 1,000, what it does is it actually puts it below this GUI here. I don't think I like it necessarily in that particular spot, but you know what? We'll go with it for now, just because I would need to restart the game in order for the slider itself to update at the top. That is an unfortunate side effect slash bug graphically. I can have it set to 1,000. It won't, the slider itself won't slide to 1,000 if left at the top. It will iterate up to 1,000 using the buttons, but it won't slide like that. If I put this back up at the top, it won't, it'll still cap at 200 on the max on the slider. So we've got 360 flat. And I also wish I could just type in here, but anyway. So 360 is 66 rare metals per second. That would be 33 metal ore per second. So rare raw rare metals are not really used for anything other than enriched, so, or anything other than the actual metal itself. Thus far, I have been doing this mining, so we should be okay. We've been doing mining and refining separately. I can build electric furnaces now, and that is something I am very, very interested in. So I will, I think, craft a bunch of those. Of course, handcrafting here at the beginning, because I haven't really set up a bot mall. Like, I can't really do a bot mall right now. Let's see, this also needs 150 chlorine. Wait, 72. Why did you change? I just picked up a mining productivity level, so it went from 66 to 72. That's what happened. I got mining productivity'd. Okay, game. You win that round. So yeah, I went up from 10% to 20% on mining productivity. I'm pretty sure that that's what just ticked. Oh, joy. What do you unlock? That type of battery, and then that robot battery bonus of 40%! Cool. I'll take it. This is superfluous, but you know what? We'll take it anyway. Same with the Tesla coil. That's all superfluous, but fine. We're okay. So I need 150 chlorine per second. How in the F am I going to get that much chlorine? Why is chlorine not here? Because it's that. That would mean I would need 30 stone per second out of mining said stone. Where's mining? Mining? There. Duh. That one. Please. 50 at this point in time. But productivity is productivity, so fit as much as possible. Speaking of as much as possible, just like blah. Yes, just blah. Vomit. How many are here? 77. I think we're good on the amount of stuff that I need there. So then 10 crushers and 23 electrolysis plants. Oh, am I out of mining drills now? I would imagine that I would be out of mining drills now. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We are out of mining drills. Oops. Well, I needed more power poles anyway, so let's go get power poles and all that good stuff as we work our way closer and closer to getting into glorious things. More glorious things in the form of utility science. Because that's the plan. I have my EEUs, I have my batteries, I have my bots. Now we're working on rare metals and then getting into processing units so I can do utility tech cards. That's the next item. Utility tech cards. Need low density structures and rocket fuel as well. So this means I need steel. So to go back to that to-do list, I need to do steel on my network. Above utility, I need to do LDS above utility. And I need the rocket fuel. That's the other thing. Rocket fuel. That above utility. So all of this needs to get done before I can get utility tech cards and before I am able to get into true robot-based logistics. That is my goal going forward, is to get into true robot-based logistics. I can also apparently handcraft some modules. Level 2 modules. Still not worthwhile, in my honest opinion. 6% is not... It's not useful. No. Nah. Nah. Nope. Not even remotely is it viable. So, what next? I came here to do something. Well, I came here to pick up some more power poles and stuff. Stuff! Things. These guys. More of them, and more mining drills from all the way over here. So yeah, I'm now perfectly comfortable with just plopping down my rail system at this point as well. I am very happy. Very happy to have the robots to do my work for me. 'Tis the goal, ultimately. It was just so frustrating that it took this long to get into this. It's like, now I don't need nanobots. Wish I had them. So very frustrating that I didn't. Where am I even going? To pick up mining drills from the pre-base stuff. Here, you guys. There are mining drills here. Right in here. Just a few of them. There are just a few. Let us continue. Head back to Mr. Mine Me down here. I will need to set up the everything with the trains as well, but for now, let's focus on making it so that we can actually have things out of this. Those can die. I don't need those. They are superfluous. And this is all going to go into a big old warehouse. A boinky, and a boinky. You there. Ta-da! Okay. I need the power to connect these. Generally speaking, this is what big power poles are for. And ideally, I would have this connected to the main grid. I'm going to go ahead and just do this above, but once I have the train network connected, this becomes redundant, because I'll connect it with the train station. But for now, though, stone! That needs to be crushed in, I believe, 10 crushers. Wherever I have those in my inventory. Hello? Crushers! Hi! I need 10. That's a few. And you're going to be making how much? 75 sand. Oh, God. Okay. How big are the electrolyzers? Bigger. Let's keep it at bigger. But isn't, like, this a thing I can do, too? I know that's 20 and not 23. But if I did just that, isn't that the same? Ish. Doing this recipe across the board. Wait, what? Oh god, no! Squeak through, please! Please! No! Squeak through! I need you to work for those. No! Squeak through, no! Why? Why you no go? Oh. Why? Right. So, this isn't quite gonna work like this because there needs to be extra space. Blah. I dislike. I'm gonna just delete all that. It's a little bit more complicated to do all the pipe logistics and all that good stuff. Fortunately, I can change my mind quite easily, thanks to the robots existing. So, 75, that's 2.5 red belts. Oh boy. So that means every 4 is a red belt. Wait, what? Excuse me? So I, A, miscounted, B, have 2 extras. But all of this is gonna get fed off of 1 of these. Alright, sure, fine, be that way. 3 per second, really, each. I'm gonna use double up inserters. Sure. Fine. Double up the inserters. Go, go, go! It's the output that's gonna use the loaders. Alright, I'm probably just gonna shove all this into a chest. If I had to say, which I am saying. Yep. La dee dee da dee 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 doo. Paste, paste, paste. No, wait. No. No. Paste, paste, paste. Paste. That's it. And that one is like that. There we go. So what this will allow me to do is, like, balance the 3 thingies into a glorious chest. That's a glorious chest. There we go. All the sand on the planet. Gib. Sand. All of it. All the sand. Ever. Pretty sure I'm still gonna need a couple more. Even though theoretically 4 is gonna be 30 per second, but just because this is based off of averages, and the problem with trying to calculate off of an average is that when you're dealing with a maximum throughput situation here, where the average is the maximum, there's going to be periods of time where you get lucky and produce more, and there's going to be times where you get unlucky and produce less. But when you produce more, you are backing up and the tendency is that it will back up until a machine stops, which isn't all that great. And similarly, yeah, so you can end up, it takes a while, to have the full throughput, and there may occasionally be periods of time where you don't get the full throughput because you got screwed by RNG. But it looks like we basically got it here at the very end, so there you go. Sand, filling a thing. I've done those 2 steps. I now need 23 electrolysis plants, taking in water with stuff. That would be 23. Apparently there's additional power poles required down there. Oh hey, apparently lithium is done in electrolysis plants. Cool. So the great thing is now I have to undo a lot of my learned behavior thus far. A lot of the reinforced stuff that has happened over the course of the entirety of the playthrough thus far. And start doing stuff around the concept of having bots. Because I'm so used to now not doing. Oh, I left off a thingy. There you go. Grab all of that. I'm apparently out of tech. Needs more tech. Speaking of, hello, Tex. I am missing you, apparently, and you, and you, and you. Good. That will be essentially everything besides military science. I'm tempted to just not do military science until I need it for power armor, like Mark II. I think that's when I need it. Anyway, it has been 27, 28 minutes so far. Let's actually get this going. Oh, that's spacing. Why did it have to be a tile? One tile. One tile, of course. One freaking tile. That's what it was. One tile off. And again, squeak through. I need to be able to squeak through. That's blah. Blah. It's blah. It's boogers. That's what it is. Not being able to squeak through these buildings. So, how many each belt-ish? It's 9, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember that the side loading thingy doesn't work with these particular loaders in Krastorio 2. Which I just find utterly insane. But hey, that's our lot in life. Okay. Take that. And paste it there. Although that's interesting. Aha. So it's 22 and a half, not 23. There you go. Glorious bots. Doing their botty things. Go ahead and connect that there, and go down and connect that there. Next, we have to deal with the wonderful stuff known as hydrogen. That's going to be output from this. 225 at 50 units per second. So that's 5. I need 5 of the flare stack thingies. They're not flare stacks. They're fluid burners. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of that hydrogen will get burned. Goodbye, hydrogen. Get vented into the nothingness. This process creates pollution. I don't think so. I would say no, it doesn't. Not when I have pollution disabled. Burn or evaporate any fluid. Off it goes. I mean, I would say that it's just released into the atmosphere. It doesn't need to be quote unquote burned. Any ahoozle. That should be that problem solved. The last thing to do is to get all of the mining drills hooked up to the fluid. Now, there are a few ways to go about this. The choice for me is that I am going to do some stuff with things. Is there one more? Yes, there happens to be one more line way down here. Okay. So, fluid gets shared between mining drills. That's the first thing to conceptually grasp. And it shares them on all sides. So as long as a mining drill is touching another mining drill, it will share fluid. Which is why it looks a little bit funky on here. Is there one more? Yes, of course there is. But it's attached to here. So really what this looks like is that. And I'm realizing that I am nearly empty on my undergrounds. So, you know what? This offers me a prime opportunity to go back to my mall and pick up more stuff. I can say that I've done that and close that window. Let's head on over to where I have my steel pipes being made. Right up over here. You know, I feel faster after getting those movement speed upgrades. I do feel faster. That is always good to see. It is effective, those upgrades. Just so we're clear, I have a plus 60% walking speed bonus that is about the equivalent of having 3 of the exoskeletons on at any given time. Krastorio exoskeletons, they give 20% each at the base level. I don't know if there is a better version of the exoskeletons available in Krastorio. Not yet, I haven't looked that up specifically. And that should be the everything. So that just leaves hooking up the chlorine, and we are off to the races. It's purple! It's purple! A pump might be good, but bleh. Bleh. It's all purpley and glorious. By the way, a line of this is how long? That's 46? Alright, we're good. We're good. Mining time, 300% is a very key thing. So yeah, this is like a mix of various things is what this really is supposed to represent. You can see like gold in there as well. So yeah, we got the stuffs. It looks neat. It looks really neat as Dolly is next to me sleeping. I'm realizing I need to check the posture that I've been sitting in. I am very sorry. I was very scooched, quite low. But hey, we have the rare earth, raw rare earth, or whatever, raw rare metals coming in. It's glorious. It has been 37 minutes, but because this is the very last video that I am recording today, the last thing I want to do is to work on placing this train station using the foundation train sets, right-hand drive, length 3, stuffs. So I am going to place down that, as well as my doohickey, which has perfect spacing, although I don't need these. This is actually just going to take stuff out, load stuff onto a train for delivery elsewhere. Excellent. Excellent! Everything is excellent and awesome and magnificent and glorious. And my god, that's so much faster. Oh, that's so much nicer. And they'll even destroy the things that are in the way for me. Oh my gosh, I have an army of just complete and utter tree destroyers. These are the best tree destroyers that we have access to outside of, you know, weapons. They eat trees. These guys, yeah, they eat trees. Although they do also fill up your inventory with the wood. That's the downside, is they fill inventory of wood. So you are raw, rare, earth, 1 depot. Depot for raw, rare earth. Who knows, I may have other locations doing rare earth stuffs. Good. Everything is wonderful. Getting placed as expected. That's it. That's done. Yay. I now need... Alright, so it was theoretically like 72. On the output here, I don't quite think it's 72, but whatever. 72 would be greater than 2, so I'm just going to take 4. Greater than 2 red belts. So, 4 belts. I don't have enough belt on me for this exactly, but I should. A, I have bots. B, I have a car that's full of this stuff. Car, gimme. Wow, what's my range? Gee, a lot. bigger than I thought on my Constructo range. So this is a purely Krastorio item here. The first of the pure Krastorio resources that we are obtaining. Everything up to now on the resources that we've been getting outside of glass, which is a processed item, this is the first raw resource that is Krastorio. And with that, place the train or locomotive with the wagons. Go in the opposite direction, please. You know what? Have some fuel, actual fuel, and rename your station to Raw Rare Earth 1 Supply. Supply to Depot, full cargo, and circuit condition, and you can hold up and wait for all of the things. I do not have 4 red pelts worth of throughput out of here, at least I don't believe I do, but I do have something out of this. Remember that when a productivity procs at the exact same time as a regular proc, the machine ends up with 2 units of stuff that it needs to clear at the exact same moment, and it often misses at least 1 frame, 1 tick, where it just isn't moving, and that does throw math off a little bit. So I would say it's not quite 72 items per second that we're getting out of this. Not quite, but relatively close. The amount of loss that you lose goes down with speed of the belt that it's trying to offload on. It's instantaneous if you're offloading into a chest, which I might end up switching over to at some point, but eh. I like the purple. I like the purple dust clouds on these. That's interesting, to say the least. So, am I ready for, like, however many units of things? 30, at least 30 plates of the rare metals? I am. But we're going to have to wait on that until the next time we meet, folks. What I will end us off with here is setting up my sourcing priorities. DRRE, Rare Raw Earth. Rare Raw Earth. Are they actually called Rare Raw Earth ores or Raw Rare Metals? I guess I technically should call them Raw Rare RRMs, but in my mind it's Rare Earth Elements. That's what it is in my mind, even though it's like also gold, which is not rare. It's just treated as a whole bunch of stuff that a whole bunch of other mods conglomerate into one. So this is like your mix of whatever other ores. All the other ores that exist in other mods are sort of just relegated into this rare metals category. So with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's episode of Krastorio 2, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. And of course, you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will see you all on the next one, where we will be processing this rare metal and then going into processing units. I hope to see you all then.